Hello, Mama. How you doing? This is Tito, as you can see. When I was showing you how to tune the guitar with the tuner, I didn't really have time to go over into more detailed things. I want you to understand because it's possible you could be tuning it to the wrong key. So here, I want to do a quick lesson, real quick, on on the notes. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but if you notice, the music alphabet only goes from A to G. Okay, and once you pass G, it starts from A again. All right, so we understand, the strings. You got A was one of our strings. B, we have the D, we have the E, and the G. Okay, as one of the strings. Okay, so what you don't see here is there's some steps in between some of these notes, and I'm going to show you. And they call that, when they have all the notes. Right now, you only see 7 notes there. Once it repeats again and starts at A, they call that an octave. So if you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A starts again, that is called an octave. Okay. All right. So now you know that that's an octave. If it goes A, and once you repeat that letter, you're going from that A to the other A, it's an octave. Like same if you go from B to another B, that's called an octave. Okay, that means usually it's eight tones in between. Okay, so now here we go. Over here, this is the one. If you notice, some of them have these little sharps, these little hashtags on them. So if you notice, the A has a sharp, okay, and which is right after it. And then you got B, and all of a sudden you see C. What happened to B sharp? Well, there's two notes that don't have sharps after them, and that is B and E. So if you know B and E have no sharps, so that means you have A sharp. Like, I mean, if you're going to go in the order, you're going from A all the way to G sharp. Actually, there's 12 notes, and these are the 12 notes that are in the scale. Okay, so you got A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Okay, the reason why I'm showing you this, Mama, because sometimes when you're tuning the guitar, let's say you're on the D, you wanted to tune the D string, okay? And if you look at the D, there's a sharp behind it, D sharp. So you need to be careful when you're looking at the scale, I mean at the tuner, that it doesn't have that little sharp behind it, okay? It doesn't have that little hashtag, because then if you tune that string to that D sharp, then the string will be D sharp, would it not be D, okay? So just make sure that when you're tuning it, it doesn't have a little sharp behind it, okay? For example, let's say if it was D sharp and you were on D sharp, what would you have to do to the string? You'd have to loosen it to get to D, okay? You'd have to loosen it up to get to D. Then once you're on D, then you could tune the guitar, okay? Tune that string, okay? Same thing with the A string. If you notice, it's A sharp, you're a little bit too tight. You're gonna have to loosen it up to get to the A. Okay. Now, if you look at the letter, and say you are tuning your B string, and all of a sudden you're not getting B, but you're getting like C. So you say, oh, I'm too high. I gotta go low, because of course C is after B. And basically that's all you need to keep an eye on. You need to make sure that you are tuning the right string to the right note, okay? And so let's see, like let's say you were on F sharp and you're tuning an E string, that means you're too far, right? So you're gonna have to come all the way down and loosen it up to get to the E. And the same thing if you were on, let's say you were on F and you need to go and you're tuning the G string, you're going to have to tighten the string in order to get your G. So let's basically go in order from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then in the ones that have sharps are the ones that don't have sharps are B and E. Just remember, like a little B flying around, B, E. Those two letters do not have sharps, but the other ones do. So you need to keep an eye on those, because if you tighten your G string and it's a G sharp, it's going to not going to sound right, because you're tuning that string, that G, into a G sharp. So you need to make sure that you're on the right note. Okay, Mama? All right. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna make a copy of this for you so that you have it. Okay, and hopefully, this helps. If not, you can always ask me. Okay, Mama? Love you. Bye.